This is Mark and Charity's Coffee Podcast.
If you found the opening of this podcast exhilarating, you should have heard the show this morning.
Especially the 6 o'clock hour.
6 o'clock hour is just the best hour of radio.
It is the best hour. That's where we say things that we probably, not that we shouldn't, but if we're going to say something off the cuff or offhand, that's where it's going to happen.
The realest hour of the day is 6 o'clock. It's the warm-up for the rest of the show when we think everybody else gets up.
We haven't fully awaken ourselves. Is that the way? I don't even know what to say. I'm so tired at this point.
It sounded like the 6 o'clock hour.
Exactly. I truly am. I'm not going to lie. That hour now is the come down. Because I went to Jan last night. So I'm going to admit, I'm tired. I was out late. You handle it a lot better than I can.
But Jan Ardencott's was great, though,
it was
right?
amazing. Oh, it was
Good
wonderful. And that's what I mean about saying things maybe a little offside, because we were talking about the show this morning and my experience there. As wonderful as it was. And Jan Arden herself, incredible. That woman, she's put out 4 books. Mm-hmm. I want to read them all now.
Countless albums. Yeah.
The music, I love. I didn't realize, I guess I kind of knew she'd wrote a book. I didn't realize she'd written 4. Mm-hmm. And the last one being about her parents, who had both passed away from dementia. And that struggle and that time. And she talked a bit about it last night, and I just find it so fascinating. I'm going to have to go out and read it. But the show itself was wonderful. Some of the patrons, some of my fellow audience members, entertaining in a different way.
Some people forget what it's like to be out in public.
I'm all for enjoying the experience. But when it affects the enjoyment of other people around you, then it gets a little offside.
Nowhere on the tickets does it say audience participation encouraged. Show your appreciation.
In that way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thinking you're a sidekick from your chair and joining in, not so much.
You're not sitting in your living room anymore. You're out in public with other people.
Mm-hmm. Who also paid good money to go see a quality performer in one of Canada's best theaters.
Yeah, hands down.
Right?
Beautiful
So
theater.
there we are. That's the whole experience.
Yep.
And
so maybe wait until you're in the car.
Yeah.
To sing at the top of your lungs, or speak loudly to the person next to you.
Or talk while other things are going on.
Exactly. Or maybe wait until you get home to have a few beverages.
Maybe have one.
There, sure.
Take
and
off
then
the
have
edge
the
of
rest.
February.
Maybe have the rest when you get home. But yeah, it was comical, and then it wasn't. We'll just say that. But it was a good show. Overall, it was great. Yeah. Wonderful.
Good show. Fun show this morning.
Yes.
We got everybody ready for the Chamber of Commerce breakfast this morning. Mm-hmm. So that was going on. That's why we talked about 6 o'clock. All these other people who don't get up till 7, they were up in the 6 o'clock hour. So now we got to behave.
They have to get there for breakfast.
All the well-dressed people with the Chamber of Commerce.
Good morning.
I'm Mark. This is Charity. Can we help you to your seat?
Maybe you'll wake up again at 6 and listen to us.
Perhaps
because it was such a good hour.
Choose to change your alarm nice and early. I'll have to shave sooner. Charity will have to wake up more.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah,
I won't be up so late tonight.
One of the things we talked about this morning, though, is this great list of the top emojis we use incorrectly. Yes. And I equated it to a young lady in university who told the story how she got a text from her mother that her mother had passed away, so the young girl's grandmother. And she said, "Hi, honey, I just wanted to let you know that Grandma has passed away, LOL." And the daughter, of course, was appalled.
Yeah.
LOL. So she literally called her mom and said, "Mom, are you okay?" She's like, "No, I'm it's very sad." She says, "Well, then why did you say LOL?" And her mom was like, "What's wrong with lots of love?" It's that misinterpretation of what we think this stuff means. So it's coming out in emojis now that you may use the emoji and know why you thought you used it. A lot of people take it differently. Like, for example, a loudly crying face. That's the one with the blue tears in the puddle.
Okay.
And the face is really sad. And I always think, it's like, boo-hoo, this happened and it's bad. It's like, oh, no, nothing really tragic, but it's like, oh, what a bummer. You would think that. No, it's guilty pleasure laughter. So if you send that, you're actually laughing at the thing they're sad about, and you're laughing at them.
Okay,
that's not at all what I thought it was.
What part of that emoji says that?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
It's
nothing that, like, if it was pointing, like if there was a little finger pointing,
right. Yeah.
I'm laughing at you,
Yeah.
then maybe. But
Yeah.
when I see, I'm like you, I'm thinking, that's just really funny. I'm going to use that because
Yeah.
I'm laughing really hard.
If I texted, oh my God, I just spilled coffee all over my shirt, and you were to text that to me, and I would send that meaning like, oh no, you must, oh no, that's terrible. But what I really mean is, ha ha, like, really?
Yeah.
So that one. So careful using that one.
Oh, okay.
Rolling on the floor laughing does mean laughter, but it's only to be used when you're roasting somebody and you want to
Again.
make them mad.
No. Again, it's really funny. And yes,
I
I
don't
might be
think-
laughing at you a little bit, but I'm just laughing in
sharing.
general.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
sharing in the laughter.
It's a funny thing that happened.
Apparently, no, you're poking the bear. I didn't know that. Hot face means you're physically attracted to someone. So
Again,
I've just deleted that from my phone because
Okay.
I don't want to send that
I
out.
showed it to you this morning, and yeah, it does not look, nothing about this. To me, it looks like the person is hot and sweaty in the sense that
Right.
they've been working out.
They're
or
gardening.
It's extremely warm out, and you're just really warm.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with anybody else. This
Yeah.
is me.
So you
And-
went for a walk. It was really hot. Now you're attracted to me. That's what I thought.
But I think that's the issue with a few of these. I've
Yeah.
always used emojis to reflect how I feel, not
The
on the other
expectation
person.
of the receiver.
This is how you're making me feel.
Yeah.
This is how I feel. So I guess that's maybe my issue.
So the person who decided that there was going to be a thumbs up emoji,
Oh, what's wrong with a thumbs up?
it is a rude, hostile emoji.
What?
It is a passive-aggressive dismissal intended to permanently end the conversation. That's the emoji you use when you say, I'm done.
Well, to be fair, I don't agree with all of what that
Yeah.
description
Yeah.
says. But to be fair, I will say if I'm in a hurry and someone says, okay, so this is what we're going to do, or maybe can we meet
Yeah.
at this time, or this is it, I will give the thumbs up.
Thumbs up, got it.
But as an abbreviated,
Yeah.
okay, yep,
Yep.
sure, perfect. It's not, I don't mean to be dismissive.
Right.
But
No,
I may be.
I get it. No more words
I may
are
be in a
needed.
situation where I can't type more or respond with anything other
Yeah,
than
that's
a
the
thumbs up.
emoji equivalent of the letter K. K.
Yeah.
That people do. Thumbs up. Apparently not.
That to me is not dismissive.
I know. Some people will take that, or it's designed to be dismissive. We're misusing it. Person walking is, I'm done with this conversation and I'm walking out of the conversation.
Again, I would use that emoji to reflect I was walking.
Yeah.
I'm on a walk. Emoji. Like I wouldn't say, okay, I'm done.
Yeah,
And
so
use
you're in a
that
fight
as
with
the-
somebody and you send that emoji that you've just left the conversation. That's what that is intended for. I can't believe that.
There's a lot
but it
more
is.
to these emojis, I think, than any of us realized.
Oh, I know. Have you ever used the fishing pole emoji?
Yes. To
What did you-
indicate that I'm fishing.
You're fishing for compliments or validation.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Okay, that's ridiculous.
Or maybe you're talking about somebody else and you use it that they're
I use
fishing
it to
for.
show I'm fishing.
Fishing.
I'm going
You're way too
fishing.
literal with your emojis.
Apparently.
The anxious face with sweat. Let's go back to hot face.
'Kay.
Anxious face with sweat, lust.
Okay, I have a very different idea then of what lust would be, how it would be reflected in an emoji then. Because again, that to me is, I've been working very hard and I'm sweating.
I'm sweating. Yeah, the contacts in your phone have no idea, Charity, how you really
Apparently
feel about
not.
them. And finally, the woozy face, which I would think is like drunk or super tired.
I've used that when I'm super tired or if it's really chaotic and things are just crazy.
Yeah.
I'll use that emoji.
Yeah, no,
Of course not.
infatuation.
Of course. Of course.
It can
That's
mean
what it really
inebriated
means.
or high, but really
then-
it means that you're infatuated with somebody.
We wonder why there's so many discussions about sending mixed signals
Yeah.
or mixed messages. It's because people are dumb.
Yeah.
Like these people are dumb. I say these people, I mean the creators. Because how do you, a fishing pole, how would that ever be
Construed.
construed
Yeah. As
than
fishing for
anything
compliments.
other than a
Gone-
fishing pole?
Gone fishing. I might do that if it's like I don't want to talk to somebody and it's like they can figure, oh, gone fishing. They want to be off the grid for a few hours, quote unquote gone. Or I might say that to my wife. If I send that to her, gone fishing, it means I'm getting my hair, like I'm away from my phone for a couple of hours. Don't be concerned. Of quote unquote gone fishing. But I would never say, oh, I need a compliment. I'll put out that emoji on
Yeah.
Twitter.
And if that's the intent, then send out a manual. Like, where's the book? Because I've never had an emoji been mistaken for anything other than what I've sent it for, except the one with the tongue out. Because I know that means it's supposed to be around food.
Okay.
With the tongue out. I will send it because there's not another emoji with the tongue out. Like if I want to stick my tongue out at someone and be like, yeah, whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Then I'll send that one. But I do know that that's meant for, like it's a yummy emoji. It's meant more for food.
Right.
So I understand that. But the rest of them, I think, are pretty straightforward, or I thought they were. So where these people are coming up with these definitions, I don't understand.
You made a good point, though, because there are sometimes, I remember my wife's done it before when she's come and said, can you read this email? And then she would have gotten an email from somebody we know.
Yeah.
And then when it's over, and she'll say, like, are they mad? And maybe they weren't, but my interpretation was, but sometimes it's funny how when you start taking physical and audio conversations out and you just read text.
Oh, certainly. Yes.
What do you think that means? And it'd be like, no, I don't think they're mad at all. I just think this. Oh, well, just the way they phrased that or the way they said that or that punctuation exclamation mark or so you just send an emoji. What does that mean? It's funny how
I've never questioned it though.
Yeah.
I've never questioned any of the emojis I've received being anything other than what they are. Like a fishing pole. If someone sent me a fishing pole, oh, they've gone fishing. Like that's what I would think. I wouldn't think, oh, I guess they want a compliment. That's what I mean. Like if someone sends me a happy face, I would take it as, oh, they're happy.
Yeah.
If someone sent me the thumbs up, I'd be like, okay, they're on board. Good. We can move on now.
Nope. Lust.
Yeah.
I'm going to send you a fishing pole this afternoon, and you're going to reply, nice sweater. There.
I mean, like,
there's
you're a
nice
jerk.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Walking
Not
out person.
happening, Mark.
Walking out.
I know what this means now.
Yeah.
But I did receive an emoji that I didn't know the definition of. I truly didn't, because you can get. So there's a friend of mine on Facebook, and he always does open hands, but then there's like 3 marks above it.
Above it, like that.
So the thumbs meet. So it's open hand like that, and then it's almost like a broken line joining the 2 above it. And I never knew what that meant. To me, it almost looks like rejoicing, like a symbol of that. So I was like, why is he sending me that? Because he tagged a picture of the Jane Arden concert last night. So I'm like, okay, I don't know what you're saying. And I did have to Google that one. And it does mean an expression of joy, pride, or happy surprise.
Okay, yeah.
So clearly
like,
he's happy for me that I went to this concert last night.
So it's a positive thing.
It's a positive thing. Yeah. But I didn't know what that one was. And I could see how that might be a little harder to read because it's not a smiley face.
Yeah.
It's not a fishing pole. It's not. So some I have looked up. But overall, I think most people know how to read an emoji and know how to read it correctly.
Think so, too.
Those people are crazy.
Nuts. 31 new ones are coming in next month.
So we could have this discussion all over again. Like I don't know how you confuse a moose.
Like a light blue heart.
I did have to look that up.
Is for like senior love, right? Like older love. Isn't that what light blue was?
Casual love.
Casual love. Gray heart. A gray heart, right? That's
what you say it is. It's senior. It's just love.
So. But
it's just love.
But it supposedly had to do with ages.
Now we need a gray one.
Geriatric love.
Again, you're making that up. It has nothing to do with geriatric anything.
Okay.
It is just the color of a heart. So that's what I mean. Why do we need a gray heart? I'm going to look it up right now. Gray heart emoji.
Gray heart. Look it up.
Gray
I'll
heart.
sit over here and
a meaning.
Bask in my correctness.
A gray heart, frequently used alongside other hearts, used to represent love, friendship, feelings of warmth, and the color gray.
Well, says you.
That's it. There is nothing about age in there.
Okay.
You started this yesterday. Well, that's old love. No, it's not old love.
Yeah, like
it doesn't
they've been married.
mean that
Your
at
grandparents
all.
been married 50 years. Gray heart.
No,
right?
It doesn't.
I think it should.
It just means friendship. Blue is casual love, which And then the pink heart, of course, I just immediately went to women's health or breast cancer.
Yeah.
So I imagine that was more.
And
that's what I associated with. I'm sure I'm totally wrong, and it means
lust.
Some sort of lust, and I want you, and
right.
That's what it means.
That's the whole thing.
That seems to be the general theme with all of this. But so 31 out later this year.
31 of them out there. So join us tomorrow. We talk today, and we'll talk more on the podcast tomorrow about the happiest songs and how a PhD doctor of music put together his formula for what creates a happy song melodically.
And I don't argue the formula, the songs. I kind of question them.
Because the ones on there, like the one by Bob Marley, does not fit the beats per minute or the 3/4 time, or sorry, the 4/4 time.
That Madness song.
And the Madness
Quite
song is
honestly,
weird.
I was listening to it
because there's some other songs which more than fit the criteria that weren't on that list.
And artists who have done songs that way. Yeah. I honestly thought that Madness song was your romantic song again.
Oh no, it's not that one again, is it? No, it was a legit entry on the list.
But you're right. Like Ed Sheeran was another one I thought of. Wasn't on the list.
Yeah.
And some of his songs have
pretty happy.
Yep, Taylor Swift.
Upbeat songs.
Neil Diamond, Beatles weren't on there.
Yeah.
Some you thought might be.
One artist was on there twice.
Yeah.
We'll let you know which that artist was, and we'll go through. Two of them on that list, though. September by Earth, Wind & Fire and Waterloo by ABBA, our two entries for Throwback Thursday tomorrow. Team Mark, we've got Earth, Wind & Fire, of course, because I would have been a horn player in an Earth, Wind & Fire band in an earlier life. And you've got the entry that ABBA used to get into the contest in Europe. Was it Euro? What was that contest called? They used Waterloo.
Did they?
That was their entry song, and they won. And that's what launched their career. Waterloo was their song.
Well, we had a hits listener write in, too, when we unveiled the songs this morning. They said, yes, Waterloo. That's why Mamma Mia closes the show with that song. Yeah. And I had forgotten that because we'd seen Mamma Mia. And that you're right. Everybody's up on their feet and they're clapping and everybody's happy.
Yep.
I thought, yes, that's why they use it, because it does make you feel happy.
You would probably knee-jerk reaction say, well, Dancing Queen should be there happy. But based on the formula of a song, Waterloo is actually closer to the definition of a happy song. So get your votes in on Facebook. Winning song is coming up after 8, and then we'll highlight that list tomorrow on the Mark and Charity Coffee podcast. Have yourself a great Wednesday. Talk to you tomorrow morning here on 95.5 Hits FM.